Hello everyone, welcome to Sharing Life Issues with Her Excellency Hajiya Ami. Welcome to Itan Gidi, Labarin Dunya Negaskia, Akukon Madu, real life story. I hope everybody is doing well today. May the Almighty Allah and the Almighty God continue to protect you and I. Today's episode, I would like to talk about our retirement. What have you been doing for your retirement? Are you thinking about your retirement? Who is going to take care of you when you retire? Have you made some savings for when you retire? Do you have a home to retire to? Do you have savings to cater for your family? Have you started asking questions about what would you do? Do you have enough money? If you do not have money, what would you then do? How would you care for yourself? How would you care for your basic needs? We need to start asking. People sit down and do not think about things like this. I have been trying to put this up to talk about our retirement. And then bingo, last night in one of my platforms, on our WhatsApp platform, a brother sent in a note. And I will give a shout out to Brother Adebite Ismail. He stated, "Please, my group members, I just watched a documentary on how children forget their aged parents during the parents' old age. Some even abandon their own old parents at asylum house while some leave them in the village. All of us now are very strong. We can cater for ourselves. For our old age, do we care for our parents while they are alive? Question mark. How are we planning for our children's retirement? Are we planning for our own retirement too? Because if we like it or not, we are getting towards that age." Allahu Akbar. Allah is great. God is great. So, like I stated before, I had this in my agenda to talk about things like this. But that was a good reminder yesterday to make it faster, to make it swift. I wanted to bring a guest speaker to talk about things like this together. But I think I can address it now and we can revisit it later on again. We need to know that each day we have to have a savings. Even if it's 1 cent, put it away. 1 kobo, put it away. A lot of times people think, oh, I do not have money, I cannot afford to have a savings. No, you can. You have kolo, they call it kolo. That is the drawer here that you put your piggy bank. It's called piggy bank. You find a piggy bank. Even if you don't have a piggy bank, you can just get a cup or something that you're not using. Find a cover and keep putting something in there. Even if it's 1 cent, trust me, someday it's going to get somewhere. Sometimes people might say, oh, it's too little. Put whatever you have in there. Put whatever you have in there. You do not want to be a liability to anyone when you grow old. It's so quite unfortunate also that a lot of parents are not being so responsible these days. You find out that some parents are already looking for how their kids will be paying rent. So at the end of the day, the kids don't want to take care of you too. Each and every one of us, believe it or not, have their responsibility. As a parent, you need to be responsible for your children. You do not tell your children that are underage to start thinking about how they will be paying for rent. I've seen some crazy parents that have not even waited for kids to even turn 10 and have started saying, oh, by the time my child is 16 or 15, I will start teaching them how to get a job so they can pay rent. Come on now, where are we going? Where is that culture? I don't want to know where you're from. There is something called parenting, parental responsibility. We're supposed to teach children how to get to budget things, yes. We're supposed to teach children how to grow and help themselves, yes. But we as parents should be responsible for them first. Before we start looking at the children and saying, oh, you need to care for me because I cared for you. Why should it be this way? We are responsible to care for those kids. So I'm begging you, If you've not been caring for your kids, start caring for them. It's quite unfortunate what I just read to you. Some kids dump you in there because you did not take care of them. And some dump you in there because you took care of them, but you did not explain to them what life is all about. You were busy making money and probably just giving them what they needed, but you were not there with them to want to have you around also. So please, it's not everything that is about money. Let's spend quality time. And when I mean quality time, I do not mean that isolate them inside the house without you playing with them or without you connecting with them. Connect with your children. Growing up, I have never ever sat down to think about it that I would be putting my own mother or my own father at any nursing home or any home. Because I did not even come from a culture that permits that. Believe it or not, in Nigeria in those days, I don't know about now, I have never heard about anybody having a nursing home where they go dump your parents. So I think a lot of things are happening now. Like he stated, people are dumping people in the village, which could be worse. Yes. So let's be guarded. Let's please work towards training our kids properly so that when we are old, they can also take care of us. Okay? Let us do things that they will look forward to emulating us. And if we do not have a retirement plan, we need to start thinking about it now. Some people might say, oh, what do you think I'm going to save? How do you think I'm going to save? How much am I getting? Trust me, I always say, learn handwork. I have seen people who work with the government and still had side jobs. They had more than one side job because they want to be hustlers. Hustle. I'm not saying break yourself. No. Do what you can. Have a side job so that way you can have some savings and try to put something from that side job for your retirement so that on a rainy day you can go back in there. Even if it's not the retirement time, you have somewhere to fall back on and not doing 2K, 3K, calling people, asking them for money. People will get tired of you. Nobody wants to hear anybody calling for help. So please, in as much as I always preach for people to help people, help yourself also, okay? So if you do not have a retirement plan, start putting something away from now for yourself, your family, and for your own health. You might be so healthy right now, but we never know what might happen to you tomorrow. So I would leave you with this message, and we'll definitely revisit this. Like I said, I've been working on this. However, I did not intend to talk about it today. I just decided to say a little bit about it today. Have a good one. I love you. And do not forget to subscribe if you've not subscribed. Click on the notification button also, okay? Thank you again. I appreciate you. I'm humbled and grateful for always having you here. Love you. Bye-bye. Jazakallahu khairan. Peace out.